Phishing is a deceptive practice where cybercriminals attempt to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information, such as passwords or credit card numbers, by pretending to be trustworthy entities. This often happens through emails, messages, or fake websites that look legitimate. The goal is to steal your data or money without you realizing it. Phishing has become increasingly sophisticated, making it harder to spot. In this video, we'll break down the concept of phishing, explore how it works, and provide tips to help you stay safe online. Let's start by understanding the basics of phishing and why it's such a widespread threat today. Term phishing originated in the 1990s, drawing inspiration from the word phishing, as attackers fish for victims' information. Early phishing attacks were simple, often involving fake emails that asked users to verify their account details. Over time, these attacks have evolved, becoming more targeted and convincing. Today, phishing is a global issue, affecting individuals, businesses, and even governments. Understanding where phishing started helps us appreciate how much it has changed and why it remains a persistent problem in the digital age. Phishing typically begins with a message that appears to come from a trusted source like a bank or a popular website. The message often contains urgent language, prompting you to click a link or download an attachment. Once you do, you might be directed to a fake website that looks real, where you're asked to enter personal information. Alternatively, downloading an attachment could install malware on your device. The attackers then use your information for fraudulent activity. Recognizing these tactics is the first step in protecting yourself. Phishing can take many forms. The most common is email phishing, where attackers send mass emails hoping to catch unsuspecting victims. There's also spear phishing, which targets specific individuals or organizations with personalized messages. Other methods include smishing, which uses SMS messages, and vishing, which involves phone calls. Each method relies on social engineering to manipulate victims into giving up sensitive information. Being aware of these different approaches can help you recognize and avoid potential scams. Email phishing is the most prevalent form of phishing. Attackers craft emails that look like they're from legitimate companies, often using official logos and language. These emails might claim there's an issue with your account or that you need to confirm personal details. The links in these emails lead to fake websites designed to steal your information. Always double-check the sender's address and avoid clicking suspicious links. If something feels off, it's better to verify directly with the company. Spear phishing is more targeted than regular phishing. Attackers research their victims, often gathering information from social media or public records. They then craft personalized messages that seem relevant and trustworthy. For example, an email might reference your recent purchase or mention a colleague's name. Because these messages are so convincing, even tech-savvy individuals can fall victim. Always be cautious when receiving unexpected requests for sensitive information, even if the message seems personalized. Phishing isn't limited to emails. Smishing uses text messages to trick you into clicking malicious links or sharing information. Vishing, on the other hand, involves phone calls where attackers pretend to be from trusted organizations. They might claim there's a problem with your bank account or offer a fake prize. Both methods rely on creating a sense of urgency. If you receive suspicious texts or calls, don't respond or provide any personal information. Instead, contact the organization directly using official channels. Common phishing tactic is creating fake websites that look almost identical to legitimate ones. These sites often have similar URLs and design elements, making it difficult to tell them apart from the real thing. When you enter your login details or other sensitive information, it goes straight to the attackers. Always check the website address carefully and look for signs like HTTPS and security certificates before entering any personal data online. Phishing relies heavily on social engineering, which is the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information. Attackers exploit human emotions like fear, curiosity, or urgency to get you to act quickly without thinking. For example, a phishing email might warn you that your account will be locked unless you respond immediately. Understanding how social engineering works can help you recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you. While phishing is a type of scam, it's important to distinguish it from other online threats like malware, ransomware, or identity theft. Phishing specifically involves tricking people into revealing information, whereas other scams might involve direct hacking or infecting devices. Knowing the difference helps you respond appropriately to various threats and take the right precautions to protect yourself online. Phishing works because it preys on human psychology. Attackers use urgency, fear, or curiosity to push people into making quick decisions. For example, a message might claim your account will be suspended unless you act now. These emotional triggers make it harder to think critically and spot the scam. By understanding these tactics, you can train yourself to pause and evaluate messages before responding. Spotting phishing emails can be tricky, but there are some telltale signs. Look for poor grammar, generic greetings, and suspicious links. The sender's email address might look odd or slightly misspelled. Be wary of emails that create a sense of urgency or ask for sensitive information. If you're unsure, don't click any links or download attachments. Instead, contact the company directly using official contact information. Phishing emails often contain links that look legitimate but actually lead to fake websites. These links might use slight misspellings or extra characters to trick you. Always hover over links to see the actual URL before clicking. If the address looks suspicious or doesn't match the official website, don't click it. Taking a moment to check can save you from falling victim to a phishing attack. Phishing emails sometimes include attachments that contain malware. These files might appear to be invoices, receipts, or important documents. Opening them can install malicious software on your device, giving attackers access to your data. Never open attachments from unknown senders and always scan files with antivirus software before downloading. When in doubt, verify with the sender through a separate communication channel. Phishing isn't limited to emails and texts. Attackers also use social media platforms to trick users. They might send direct messages with malicious links or create fake profiles that impersonate friends or companies. Social media phishing can be especially convincing because it often comes from someone you know or trust. Always be cautious when clicking links or sharing information on social platforms, even if the message appears to be from a friend. Businesses are frequent targets of phishing attacks. Attackers might pose as colleagues, clients, or vendors to trick employees into sharing confidential information or transferring funds. These attacks can lead to data breaches, financial losses, and reputational damage. Companies must train employees to recognize phishing attempts and establish clear protocols for handling suspicious messages. A vigilant workforce is the first line of defense against phishing in the workplace. Phishing can have serious financial consequences. Attackers may gain access to your bank accounts, credit cards, or online payment services. Once they have your information, they can make unauthorized transactions or steal your identity. Recovering from financial fraud can be time-consuming and stressful. That's why it's crucial to protect your sensitive information and act quickly if you suspect you've been targeted by a phishing scam. One of the most damaging outcomes of phishing is identity theft. Attackers use stolen information to open new accounts, apply for loans, or commit other fraudulent activities in your name. Victims often face long-term consequences, including damaged credit and legal issues. Protecting your personal information and monitoring your accounts regularly can help you detect and respond to identity theft early. Phishing attacks often go hand in hand with malware. When you click a malicious link or open an infected attachment, malware can be installed on your device. This software might record your keystrokes, steal files, or give attackers remote access. Keeping your devices updated and using reliable antivirus software are essential steps in defending against malware delivered through phishing. Phishing attacks deliver ransomware, a type of malware that locks your files and demands payment for their release. Ransomware can cripple individuals and organizations, leading to data loss and financial damage. Never pay the ransom, as it doesn't guarantee your files will be restored. Instead, focus on prevention by backing up your data and being cautious with email attachments and links. Phishing is a common entry point for data breaches. Once attackers gain access to login credentials, they can infiltrate networks and steal sensitive information. Data breaches can affect thousands of people and result in significant financial and reputational damage for organizations. Strong security practices and employee training are key to preventing phishing-related breaches. Phishing attacks can compromise your personal privacy by exposing sensitive information to criminals. This might include your address, phone number, or even medical records. Once your information is out there, it can be sold or used for further scams. Protecting your privacy means being vigilant about what information you share online and with whom. For businesses and individuals alike, falling victim to phishing can cause serious reputation damage. Customers may lose trust in a company that suffers a data breach, and individuals might face embarrassment or loss of credibility. Rebuilding trust takes time and effort, so prevention is always better than cure. Being proactive about security can help protect your reputation. Phishing can lead to legal consequences for both attackers and victims. Organizations that fail to protect customer data may face lawsuits or regulatory fines. Individuals who unknowingly participate in phishing schemes could also be held liable. Understanding the legal risks associated with phishing underscores the importance of strong security practices and vigilance. Beyond financial and legal consequences, phishing can have a significant emotional impact. Victims often feel violated, embarrassed, or anxious after falling for a scam. The stress of dealing with identity theft or financial loss can be overwhelming. It's important to remember that anyone can be targeted and that support is available for those affected by phishing. Children and teenagers are increasingly targeted by phishing scams, especially through social media and gaming platforms. Attackers might offer free items or pretend to be friends to gain access to personal information. Parents should educate their children about online safety and encourage open communication about suspicious messages or requests. Elderly individuals are often targeted by phishing scams due to their perceived lack of technical knowledge. Attackers might pose as government agencies, banks, or even family members to trick seniors into sharing information or sending money. Family members should help educate and protect elderly loved ones from these types of scams. Small businesses are attractive targets for phishing attacks because they often lack robust security measures. Attackers may try to access customer data, financial records, or intellectual property. Investing in cybersecurity and employee training can help small businesses defend against phishing and minimize potential losses. Large organizations are not immune to phishing. In fact, their size and complexity can make them more attractive targets. Attackers may use sophisticated tactics such as business email compromise to infiltrate networks and steal valuable data. Regular security audits and advanced threat detection systems are essential for protecting large organizations from phishing. With more people working remotely, phishing attacks have surged. Attackers exploit the lack of face-to-face communication and increased reliance on digital tools. Remote workers should be especially vigilant about suspicious emails, links, and requests for information. Using secure networks and following company security protocols can help reduce the risk. COVID-19 pandemic led to a spike in phishing attacks. Scammers took advantage of public fear and uncertainty, sending fake messages about vaccines, relief funds, or health updates. These messages often contain malicious links or requested personal information. Staying informed and verifying information from official sources is crucial during times of crisis. As technology evolves, so do phishing tactics. Attackers now use artificial intelligence to craft more convincing messages and automate attacks. They also exploit new platforms such as messaging apps and collaboration tools. Staying up to date with the latest technology trends can help you anticipate and defend against emerging phishing threats. Mobile devices are increasingly targeted by phishing attacks. Attackers send fake texts, emails, or app notifications to trick users into clicking malicious links or downloading harmful apps. Always be cautious when installing new apps and avoid clicking on links from unknown sources. Keeping your mobile software updated is also important for security. Cloud services are popular targets for phishing because they store valuable data. Attackers might send fake login pages or alerts to steal your credentials. Using strong, unique passwords and enabling two-factor authentication can help protect your cloud accounts from phishing attacks. Online shoppers are frequent targets of phishing scams. Attackers might create fake online stores or send emails about fake orders and deliveries. Always shop from reputable websites and be wary of deals that seem too good to be true. Double-check URLs and avoid entering payment information on unfamiliar sites. Online banking is a common target for phishing. Attackers may send emails or texts claiming there's an issue with your account, urging you to click a link and log in. These links lead to fake banking sites designed to steal your credentials. Always access your bank's website directly and never click on links in unsolicited messages. Cryptocurrency users are increasingly targeted by phishing scams. Attackers may send fake wallet alerts or create fraudulent investment opportunities. Because cryptocurrency transactions are irreversible, falling for a phishing scam can result in permanent loss. Always verify the legitimacy of crypto platforms and never share your private keys. Attackers often impersonate government agencies to trick people into sharing personal information or making payments. These scams might involve fake tax refunds, stimulus checks, or legal threats. Always verify communications from government agencies through official websites or phone numbers before responding. Educational institutions are also targets for phishing. Attackers may send fake emails to students or staff, pretending to be from the administration or IT department. These emails might request login credentials or payment for fake fees. Schools should educate students and staff about phishing and establish clear reporting procedures. Healthcare organizations are frequent targets of phishing because they handle sensitive patient data. Attackers may pose as insurance companies or medical providers to steal information or install malware. Protecting healthcare data requires strong security measures and ongoing staff training. Nonprofit organizations are not immune to phishing. Attackers may target donors or staff with fake donation requests or fraudulent invoices. These scams can divert funds and damage the organization's reputation. Nonprofits should implement security best practices and educate their teams about phishing risks. Phishing is a global problem with attackers operating across borders. International scams may involve fake lottery winnings, inheritance claims, or business opportunities. Language barriers and unfamiliar regulations can make these scams harder to detect. Always be skeptical of unsolicited offers from overseas and verify their legitimacy. Preventing phishing starts with awareness. Be cautious with emails, texts, and calls that request sensitive information. Use strong, unique passwords and enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. Keep your software updated and use reliable security tools. If you receive a suspicious message, verify its authenticity before responding. These simple steps can go a long way in protecting you from phishing attacks. If you encounter a phishing attempt, report it to your email provider, employer, or relevant authorities. Reporting helps prevent others from falling victim and allows organizations to take action against scammers. Many companies and government agencies have dedicated channels for reporting phishing. Taking this step contributes to a safer online environment for everyone. Staying safe from phishing requires ongoing vigilance and education. Regularly update your knowledge about new scams and share information with friends, family, and colleagues. Remember, anyone can be targeted, but with the right precautions, you can reduce your risk. Stay alert, trust your instincts, and always verify before sharing sensitive information online. Together, we can build a safer digital world.